There you go. Okay, you want to leave it on? Then they can see and hear you before the meeting starts if
Yeah.
somebody comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Something gross. What is this? What is all this? Ginger. Ugh. All right. Now, where did they catch all those fish? I have this on the charger. If you need to move it, just make sure you have enough charge for the meeting, you know what I mean?
To the College of the Street when Valerie decided to start her own business. We were there. To us, community is trust, faith, and hope. And even more means first, just as we continue America, for every day, for every equal helping women.
At CNY Rosen Spine, we have the most advanced technology to diagnose our patients. We also have the expertise to provide world-class treatment. CNY Brain and Spine is the only center within 200 miles of the state-of-the-art Tiger Woods spine surgery.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nicholas Kendrick, a board-certified neurosurgeon. Our team will find the right diagnostic tests for you and create a personalized treatment plan for all your needs.
Call us or go online and start your road to recovery.
Hi, I'm Dave Zimpano. At the Estate Planning Law Center, it's all about family. And right now, what's more important than family as we all come back?
Does it matter which vehicle I take?
The good news
No.
is the Estate Planning Law Center has been designated as essential, and we are open for servicing the needs of you and others that need to make sure their estate planning is in order. The good news is we are a completely 100% virtual firm and can do all of our meetings virtually. And we have the ability to have you come in and meet, ride through, signing if necessary, or inside our premises, which have been cleaned to accommodate, to alleviate any risk. Now is not the time to sit on the sidelines.
What time does it get
Whatever
dark?
your issues are, please call us now. Complimentary.
Maybe
assessment.
7:15. You got an hour.
Whatever you need to, you can make sure that your family is happy. Because if we stay home and off, it's all about.
What do you think?
You must.
Time to go to cemetery now.
No, don't do that. You don't want to walk there and toss either. I said, when it starts to get dark, you don't want to be up there.
That's what I was saying, I don't have enough time. By the time I drive there.
When it starts to get dark, at least the lights go on here.
Yeah.
President Trump said Americans should wear scarves over their faces if they want to protect themselves. Once again, raising this debate around whether we should all be wearing masks in this crisis. Kate Snow is taking a closer look.
My feeling is if people want to do it, they certainly will do it.
President Trump weighing in on whether Americans should cover their faces when they go out.
Here's a start.
Two different gloves.
Unless you're caring for someone who is sick. But the White House task force is considering updating those guidelines to recommend that everyone cover their mouth and nose when they go home. Savannah asked Dr. Fauci about the possibility last night.
Do people need to wear some kind of face covering, even if it's just a bandana when they're out and about?
We need to at least examine the possibility, as long as you said correctly, as long as we're absolutely certain we don't take the masks away from individuals who are healthcare providers who need them, have some sort of facial covering. It doesn't need to be a classical mask, but something that would have someone prevent them from infecting others. So this is actively being looked at.
The director of the CDC now saying that as many as 1 in 4 people who are infected show no signs of having the virus. Dr. Tom Inglesby, director of the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, says he now.
All right,
believes
call me if you
recovery
have
should
trouble
be
with that. I'll come home because I have the car.
COVID-19 can spread when asymptomatic people go out in public.
They don't know they're sick, and they're going out and they're giving it to others. If we can cover it without the mask, then we're gonna and figure it out. There and
All of us by stopping the spread. Studies are inconclusive about how much it protects anyone from catching the virus.
But wearing a mask improperly can actually increase the risk of getting disease. It can also give you a false sense of security.
But Inglesby and others say the positive now outweigh the negative of wearing a scarf or homemade fabric mask. The winter scarf or a different.
And yeah, any kind of store, I think at this point, anything is better than nothing.
A local scavenger hunt to get us out and moving. It's been held the second Sunday in July since its inception. Now one of the things that is closely monitoring the coronavirus crisis and how this could impact the big local race.
As things change quickly around us, please know that one thing never will. Kitty's commitment to you. Thank you to our warehouse and drivers, and to our pharmacy, store, and support teams for always taking respectful care of our community. We'll get through this together as we have since 1903.
Need new furniture, a new mattress? Shop from the comfort and safety of your home and buy online at mycarls.com. No credit needed financing is available. Arrange no contact, free delivery drop off, or call us for chat online. mycarls.com. We're ready when you are.
I'm Dr. Howard Zucker, New York State Doctor. We are home in every road. Do their part. Everyone, even young people and those who feel well, stay home. If you must go outside, stay 6 feet from others. These steps will ensure that everyone who needs hospital care can get it. This virus spreads even without symptoms. Stay home, stay safe, be apart now, so we can all be together later.
Days, months, years, a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat, or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this path. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
This portion of News Channel 2 is brought to you by the Parkway Center. It's not age, it's attitude.
MVHS has built 2 respiratory triage tents outside St. Luke's and St. Elizabeth's. They're extensions of the emergency department where up to 2 patients with respiratory symptoms can be evaluated at a time. And if they have to enter the actual hospital, contact with other patients and staff can be kept to a minimum. The tents will be staffed daily 11 to 7. Oneida County Executive Anthony Pacenti has closed all campgrounds in the county starting today. And this plan is in effect until July 1st. Campers are frustrated, canceling reservations as well as refunds. Campground owners.
Hey, is anyone over there?
For proper social distance, but are now facing.
Yeah, it's Tony.
Hey there. I just wanted to let you know. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Good. Just wanted to let you know that your video camera is on, and anyone who tunes into the live stream before the meeting is able to see you. So
Okay.
making sure you're aware of that. I
Okay.
can't hear you right now, though. I think your microphone's muted somehow, but I can see you. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Okay. My wife set it
You
up
can
for
turn
me.
off your video camera if you put you're using an iPad, I think.
Yeah,
There should be a little video camera icon in the bottom left, maybe somewhere. And if you click that, the camera will turn off. Again, I can't hear
You're
you though,
correct.
so.
you're Greg, Greg Smith?
So I can actually hear you now. I had my own computer muted. That was
Okay,
so.
all right. How am I gonna turn that off?
Well, you're using an iPad, so I'm not sure exactly what controls you have compared to what I'm used to seeing. But normally down in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a microphone icon and a video icon. And if you click if you click the microphone icon, it'll mute it. And if you click the video icon, it'll shut your camera off.
Oh, come on.
Donovan says the Boilermaker was started by Earl Reed in 1978 as a way to give back to the community. He says that in the last 42 years, it's brought everyone together. I think we can all agree on that. Donovan, go to your 43.
Do you see anything that looks like a camera or a microphone?
You said a few minutes ago, the race
No.
has been postponed to a later date or canceled up to this point. So you would
Uh,
have to do this. Registration for the Boilermaker, though, passes up. Is it?
Let me see if I can find something on the internet about what it might look like.
Should I stop video?
Stop video? Yeah, that sounds like it'll work. Yep. Okay, so your camera is now off,
Okay,
but I can hear you. Do you see anything that says stop audio? Maybe.
mute?
Yep, that's a good one. You're all set.
calling Greg Smith. Greg, are you there? see. I don't hear you. Hello, my name is Charlie Cowan, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Hello there. Is this Tony Nicotera?
It is, Charlie. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Am I connected proper?
You've got everything just right. What you can do is there's a mute button in the lower left-hand square of the square so that
Yeah.
we can't hear you unless you want us to.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
What's normal procedure?
I think once the presentation gets started and people are talking, muting is better because if not, the speaking will go back into your microphone and there might be feedback.
Okay.
So,
All right. So why don't I do that now?
okay.
All right.
Then
Talk with you later.
we'll talk soon. Talk to you later. Yep.
Hey, are you working every day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta get down and see Jim Rogers. I gotta get
Okay.
a quart of honey.
Okay.
Are you close by him?
I go by there every day when I come here.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. If I connect with him, I may drop you a line. Would you pick it up for me and I'll pick it up at BOCES?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And I can even get it to Ron Wheelock and you can pick it up at the Sequoia office if you want.
You're making it too easy for me now. All right, Charlie. Thank you again.
We'll talk soon. Yep. Take care, man.
Take care. Bye now. How are you, Deb? I think I'm muted.
I was muted.
I was muted. Okay. Charlie advised me I might be better off leaving it muted, right?
I'm going to mute mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. But I could hear everything, right? Once I mute it?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is only a second or third time for me here.
I was muted and I could hear you.
Oh, okay. Let me try that again.
Tony, you should be able to hear that when you're muted.
Okay.
How you doing, by the way?
I'm good, Scott. How are you?
Good. Deb.
I'm gonna.
So we should be muted.
At least for audio to begin with.
Okay.
Am I muted now? Am I muted?
No, you're not. I can hear you.
Why is that?
I know you had it. I know you had it down earlier. I saw you had it muted.
Yeah, let me try one more time. How's that?
I can still hear you.
Should have down in the lower left-hand corner, Tone, there should be a microphone.
Yeah.
You had that on a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I was good. Oh, here we go.
Now you're muted. assistance they need to meet the needs of their communities and their students. I will now spend
Good evening, Dr. Kilburn.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Deb.
Oh,
Hi, Michelle.
So I had some board members reach out that they were still not able to find the link, so I just resent it to them. But we might have to provide some assistance as we move along.
place the stars and stripes.
Hi, Trish. So weird, we're waiting for all these people to log on. And it's gonna be full, I think, the screen. We might have a few screens go on here. Should be good.
Hey, Joanne.
How you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
We just had 163 people on our meeting.
Oh, very cool. Good
Yeah,
for
it
you.
was good.
Hey, John.
Hello.
I hear them dinging in.
Yep. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We have about 7 more minutes, so everyone just join in and relax. Hi, Rocco.
Okay.
Now, if you can hear me, you can mute. So if you are using the video portion, if you look in the lower left hand of your screen, you should see, if you put your mouse over it, you'll see a button and you'll see a video button. If you tap the microphone, mute you, which might help you once everyone wants to start contributing to the meeting. And you can also do that by phone. If you're using the Zoom app, you can mute that also.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Hey, can you see me?
Hi, Kenny Lane. Hello. So as people are joining, we're asking you to look in the lower left-hand portion of your computer screen, and you should see a microphone. If you hover your mouse on the microphone, and you can.
Yes.
And we ask that as you come in, you can mute, please, so that way as people log on, we're not getting with noise.
Hello?
Hello.
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 This is
Hi,
John.
Yes,
Hi.
John. Hi, John.
Is that my friend
Okay.
John Salerno?
It is John Salerno.
John, how come I can't see you?
You're lucky you can't see me.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
How you doing?
So if
You guys start yet?
Hello. We have 5 more minutes.
Hello, I'm here. You're there, huh? Yeah.
Gary, hi, it's Trish. As people are entering in,
Hello, Trish. Good to hear from you.
good to be here.
Yeah.
We're going to ask people to mute if possible while we start the meeting. So if you're on video and you hover your mouse over the lower left portion of your screen, you'll see a microphone that you can tap to mute and untap to talk. And if you're by phone, we'll ask you that if you can mute, go ahead and do so. And if you're not comfortable doing so and you're afraid of losing the phone connection, just hang in quietly and we will start in 2 more minutes. So Elaine, you have successfully muted. Now you're unmuted.
Anything going on?
Everyone's just busy waiting for the meeting to start. Welcome. You're just coming on board. Welcome to the annual meeting. We're going to start in 3 minutes. If you're able to mute your computer or phone, please feel free to do so.
Can't mute this, so there you go. We usually don't do this remotely either.
I hear bells.
Yes, as people join the meeting, it sets off a doorbell.
It's not a good sign.
Yeah, right.
It's Mike Cud's alarm clock.
In 2 minutes.
There's a lot of good-looking people there, huh?
Yeah, there are a lot of good-looking people here, John. You could be contributing your good looks to the group.
Yeah, yeah.
You just joined us. Welcome.
I'm still trying this mute. Am I muted or not?
You're not muted.
Nope.
Okay.
The way you can tell is go to the lower left-hand side of your screen and hit the mute. Now you're muted. So if you can hear me, Elaine, you're muted now. Hello, Ann Turner.
Hi there.
Hi, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I can see you. We have 1 more minute.
I saw you briefly, but then it went away. I couldn't hear you when I saw you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here tonight, that's for sure. That's a good thing. Okay, it's 7:30 p.m. So we're going to begin the process of having. I'd like to ask that all of you work on trying to mute your screens and or your phone. So if you're able to mute your telephone, please do so. If you can't mute your phone, I would just ask that you move your mouth away from the receptacle, because computers pick up every little noise. If you're wondering on your video screen how to mute, if you look in the lower left-hand side of your video screen, you should see a microphone. If you hover your mouse over it, a microphone will pop up in the lower left-hand portion of your screen. If you tap that microphone, it will mute you. And then if you have an opportunity to speak later on, you will unmute in order to do so. And then we can gain one voice at a time. Okay, as we move forward with our annual meeting, the first thing I'll be doing is introducing myself. I'm Dr. Lisa Kilburn, and I'm the district at Oneida Herkimer Madison. And before I introduce the board president, I would like to take a roll call this evening. So when I call your name, I'll ask you to say here. Superintendent, I'll also be asking who on your board is going to. If you can hear that echo, it's because there are many people who are not muted right now in the conversation with us. So ask you to the screen, and please mute the screen if you're on the computer, lower left-hand corner, please mute. If you have a phone, just pull the receptacle away from your mouth. That's wonderful. Okay, we're going to begin now. So Elaine Falvo, you are here. I can see you. Steve Boucher, are you here? I see you right there. Michelle Anderson, I can see you. Maureen Corbin, if you are here, please say so. And if you are muted, unmute and say so. Yvonne, I see you in the corner right there with a fabulous red sweatshirt on.
I am here.
Hello. John Griffin, I believe I did see you. There you are, John. Hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello. Charlene, is Charlene here?
I'm here.
Hi, Charlene. Mike Moore, I believe I just saw you. Hello, Mike Moore. Gary Nelson, are you here with us this evening?
I'm here.
Hi, Gary. Gary Porcelli, Dr. Porcelli, are you here this evening?
Yes, I am here.
You are. John Salerno, I remember you. Are you still here?
Yes.
John. And Russ Stewart, are you with us this evening, Russ?
Better hurry up before I go to bed.
Fair enough. Russ, are you here this evening?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Russ. And Doreen, I can see you. Hello. Okay. Wonderful. We're going to move forward with the superintendents. Do I have Jim Plows from Brookfield here? Okay, moving on. Do I have Chuck Chafee here?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Chuck, do you have a board member with you this evening?
I don't believe he's signed in. I can't see him.
Okay, if you are the board member from Waterville and you are here this evening, please let us know. Okay, we're going to move on. Ron Wheelock, I think I saw you.
Here.
There you are, Ron. And Ron, do you have a board member with you this
Yes,
evening?
I have Tony Nicotera. He should be online.
With us this evening?
Yes.
Wonderful. It's great for me to have you here. Steve Grimm, do I have you with us this evening?
Yes, Steve Grimm's here, and I'm with Mary Lou Lockhart, our board president.
Mary Lou, welcome. Thank you for coming tonight. Well, virtually coming anyway, right? Bob,
Right.
Knoll. Bob Knoll, are you here?
Yes, I am, Trish.
And do we have a board member here this evening?
I've invited my board member, James Stevens. I'm not sure if he's logged in yet.
Okay, fair enough. Joanne Shalmadine.
Yes, I'm here.
There you are. And do you have a board member this evening?
Yes, our board president, Jackie Edwards, is here.
Jackie Edwards, hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Thank you for coming this evening. Dr. Vigliori, I see you.
Hi, Trish. Our board president, John Acey, is with us.
I think I saw him earlier too. John, you're with us tonight?
Yes, I am.
Hi, John. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Tim Gaffney, are you here with us this evening? Waiting on Tim. And is there a board member from Oriskany other than Michelle Anderson?
Dr. Hilbert, I think our business administrator is here with us.
Oh, wonderful.
Lori.
I am.
Okay, all right. I thought I saw you on the list. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Lori. Thank you for joining us. And Bruce
Welcome.
Karam, are you here this evening from Utica? And do we have any other members from Utica here in addition to Yvonne? All right, so now that we've done our roll call, I want to review.
What about Whitesboro?
Oh, sorry, I have the whole back of this page and I just went right on looking at the front of it. I do apologize. Whitesboro, we have Brian Valaire. And Brian, who do you have from your board tonight?
We have our board president, Mike Head, our board vice president, Brian McQueen, and board member Steve Farr.
Wonderful. Writing the names down. Steve Farr. Thank you for attending. Jenny from Remsen, we have you here. I saw you before. And do you have anyone from this evening?
Yes, our board president, Mary Lou Allen.
Wonderful. Can I have Mary Lou's last name again? I'm getting a short connection.
Allen,
Thank you.
Mary Lou Allen.
Wonderful. Welcome, Mary Lou. And Jason Evangelist from Holland Patton, are you with us this evening?
I am. I have with us Kathy Smith, our Board of Education member.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us, Kathy. Now I
Thank
have, accept my apologies for not looking at the back. Thank you for joining us this evening to our board member, to our annual meeting. If you are a member of the public, we are so pleased that you're able to join us in this meeting. As members of the public, you may not be able to participate with features of Zoom, but you are able to watch. We appreciate your attendance at this meeting. Before we move forward with the introduction of our board president, I would like to point out a few features on Zoom. The first one being mute. The lower left-hand corner of your screen is a microphone. We ask that if you're doing video, that you click the microphone and mute yourself during the meeting. And if you are on a phone and unable to mute, we just ask that you put your mouth away from the receptacle during the meeting. Also, there's a chat feature. So again, if you're using video, if you slide your mouse down to the bottom of the screen where you saw the microphone, and you go all the way over to the right side, you should see a little comment box with the word chat underneath it. It should bring up a chat dialog box to the right-hand side of your screen. And at the bottom, you can type a message. So if you have a question, you can type that in. I will be able to see that. You can see where I just wrote that in. The dialog box will respond to them. And additionally, we provide time at the end for additional questions. So if you have a phone and not a chat box, then I will ask if you are using a phone that you pull your mouth away from the phone. The microphones are very touchy in this product. With that being said, I'd like to turn this over to our board president, Elaine Falvo. Elaine, if you want to unmute, there you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Can.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone, and I want to call the meeting to order, and I want to welcome all of you on behalf of the Board of Education and Administration of BOCES to the 72nd annual meeting. The 72-year lifespan of OHM BOCES is very significant this evening, and as we gather in this unique way to carry on our business of education. This type of engagement reinforces our strength as an educational community. We're an organized group and we need to be more so now than ever before. We're very expertise, knowledgeable, and have great love for our children. And we all do our part at this time of crisis. We should all be very proud of what we're doing. And I would ask each of you sometime this evening to take your arms and put it around yourself and give yourself a hug. I think many of us during this time need a hug, and perhaps there isn't someone close to do that. But the one person you have is yourself, and that's who you're accountable to. So be proud of yourself and all that you do. This will be over soon. And at the end, we hope that our children will be smart, will be stronger, and will have a greater appreciation for all the blessings that our community, our school, their parents give to them. So now I think we ought to get ahead with our meeting and get that going. Our meeting tonight has two purposes. One is to review the OHM BOCES budget with you. I'm going to ask Charlie Cohen to do that in a few minutes. The second is to introduce to you the board members who are candidates for 3-year re-election to the board. You will be voting on the budget and on your vote for these board members on their April 18th meeting, however you choose to meet. Let me acknowledge those that are running. And when I do acknowledge you, if you would like to say anything, you are certainly welcome to. First of all, we have Michelle Anderson from Oriskany. Michelle has been with us since 2017 when we lost Shirley Birch. Michelle is a dynamic person and works very hard and has a great interest of all the students in mind. So we hope that you will support her candidacy. Michelle, would you like to say anything?
Oh, just Elaine, thank you for the kind words, and everyone that's on here. I hope to have your support on August 8th or April 18th. Is it April 18th?
April 18th.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
All right. And then we have next to Steve Boucher. Steve Boucher is vice president of the board this year. He comes to us from Remsen, where he has been very active in the community, member of the Remsen School Board, and out and about doing his thing for the children every day. Steve, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, thank you very much. And I've enjoyed serving and I appreciate everybody's support. And to put a little extra pressure with the vote on April 18th, it's my birthday. So
we'll give you a good present, hopefully.
Vote yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to clarify that I think it's actually the 28th, so you might be off the hook.
Is it the 28th? I'm sorry. I thought I read the 18th. My fault, Steve. You got your birthday in there, so that's okay. That's a plug for your birthday. Next from Sequoia, we have a member who will be new to us, and that's Tony Nicotera. He has been involved in Sequoia School Board for 9 years now and has taken over many roles and is well known to us. He is taking the place that is vacated by John Griffin, who has been with us for many, many years. And I cannot tell you the contributions that John has made to our BOCES board. He suggested that we're going to get the same contribution from Mr. Nicotera, who brings so much with him. I don't know, I'm going to give you a shot at it, Tony, but to see if you can keep up with John, the things that he did. I suspect you probably can. Would you like to say anything to us?
Sure. Thank you, Mrs. Falwell. Actually, I walked yesterday with John Griffin. I tried diligently to twist his arm to see if he would reconsider, but to no avail. He told me an outright no. But as I look through the screen here, there's so many quality people that I've had opportunities over the year to spend time with. And I look forward for the opportunity to continue now in a new capacity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have the popular John Salerno. John Salerno is known to everyone. And if you don't know him, you better get on the bandwagon. John has been involved in education with the Whitesboro Board of Education since 1977. That makes you many more years on the boards longer than I was, John. I'm just not gonna let you go away without being the senior person here. John has done so many things for us. His heart is always in a good place, and he's always dedicated to the job that we need to do. So, John, would you like to say anything? I guess maybe he didn't hear me. So, well, anyway, we all know John, and I'm sure that he will be very grateful for your vote on the 28th of April. So now we're going to get to the budget presentation, and I'm going to give the floor to Charlie Cohen, who is our business administrator.
Thank you, Mrs. Falvo. I am going to play a recording of the presentation that that was distributed to the superintendents and hopefully to the board members last week. I'm going to share the screen in a second here, and at the end, if there are questions, I'd be happy to take them. So just 1 second, please. Hello, my name is Charlie Cowan, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Administrative Services at Oneida Herkimer Madison BOCES. I will spend a few minutes reviewing the 2021 proposed budget for OHM BOCES with you. But first, I want to thank you all for the time and commitment and service that you provide to your school communities. Here are the names of individuals that are running for seats of the cooperative board with the respective school districts that they represent. Along with this presentation, biographies for each of the candidates have been provided. Please take a few minutes to review this information. Each seat is for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2020. Here is the mission statement for the BOCES. Our overall objective is to serve and meet the needs of our component school districts. If we are fulfilling our mission, we are providing our school districts with the programs, services, and assistance they need to meet the needs of their communities and their students. I will now spend a few moments reviewing the proposed 2021 budget for OHM BOCES. The first thing I want to point out is that the budget developed at BOCES is much different than the budgets of your individual school districts. As those of you that sit on your local boards know, school district budgets, once approved by your communities, generally do not change. The amount approved, whether it's a $6 million budget or a $170 million budget, is an amount that the districts cannot exceed in expenditures. The BOCES budget, on the other hand, is very dynamic and fluctuates throughout the course of the year based upon the needs and requests of the school districts. As an example, the $65.3 million budget for 2019-20 approved by our board last year exceeds $76 million at this time based on actual requests from school districts. So when we develop a budget at BOCES, the proposed amount is by and large an estimate based upon historical usage by school districts. The amount districts sign up for each year truly drives what our budget will be. Because the level of service requested is the key to our budget continuing to grow, we focus on the unit cost of the services provided more so than on the total budget amount. A budget objective is to provide services in a cost-effective manner to school districts. In addition, the state reimburses school districts for many of the services contracted through BOCES. The services that school districts contract for with BOCES will change from year to year, and as such, the commitments that a district signs up for are for the coming year only. Throughout the course of the year, if additional services are needed, adjustments to the BOCES contract are done, thus the increase in our budget for the current year. When the year concludes, we reconcile the cost of the purchases with the amount the school districts have paid for them, and any overage paid is returned to the school districts in the form of a refund. This graph provides an historical look at the OHM BOCES budgets for the past several years in red, along with actual expenditures provided in blue. You can see that the budget continues to grow from year to year. As mentioned earlier, actual services for a year will change as the year progresses and districts encounter additional needs as represented by the blue line. We look at the continued growth as a sign that we are evolving with the educational world to meet the needs of our school districts. The proposed budget that has been adopted by our cooperative board for 2021 is $72,199,518. This graph takes a look at the distribution of the proposed budget for 2021. The first 7 items represent services that districts sign up for. The other 2 bars to the far right-hand side, rent and capital, and the administrative, are expenditures of the BOCES that are distributed to the 12 component school districts. The administrative budget being the item that will be voted on by the component boards of education on April 28th. With regard to the services provided, you can see that our special education program, along with the services provided by the information and technology divisions of the BOCES, are our most significant items in terms of dollars. I do want to point out that each of the programs provide very valuable services to our school districts. For example, the PPD, or Program and Professional Development Department, though small in dollars, provides an invaluable array of services to our school districts. I would like to focus on the administrative budget for a few moments now. Again, this is the budget the component school boards will vote on April 28th. The proposed total for 2021 is $3,836,778. This is an increase of 3.71% over the administrative budget for 2019-20. This graph shows the consistency in the amount of the administrative budget over the past several years, while the overall budget continues to grow. Items in the administrative budget include costs for organization-wide functions, such as the district superintendent's office, human resources and accounting functions, and the assistant superintendent for administrative services office, as well as the cost of retiree health insurance. This chart illustrates distribution of the administrative budget among our component school districts. The distribution is based on each district's proportionate share of a student tally known as Resident Weighted Average Daily Attendance, or RWADA. The 12 slices of this pie chart represent each district's share of the charges, with Utica representing the largest piece at around 44% and Brookfield the smallest at a bit under 1%. As with many of the services that districts contract for through BOCES, state aid is also paid to school districts for their share of the administrative budget that they pay. Now, as was referenced earlier, school districts receive reimbursement from New York State for many of the services that they sign up for, including their share of the administrative budget. The reimbursement is paid to districts in the form of state aid, or more specifically, BOCES aid. This chart provides the reimbursement ratios for each of our 12 components. You can see that on average, the reimbursement rate is approximately 74 cents on the dollar. For reference purposes, New York State provides a minimum aid ratio for BOCES services of 36% and a maximum aid ratio of 90%. So in the case of Utica, though it is slightly over 90%, they would receive 90 cents on the dollar for their eligible BOCES services. The last slide that I will review takes a look at services that a component district contracts with BOCES for and the net cost to the district for those services. In this example, the district paid a total of $1,638,300 for the services. A portion of these costs are disallowed for aid purposes. Many of you are familiar with the $30,000 cap on salaries that is eligible for aid. This cap has not changed for well over 2 decades, though each year there are efforts to increase it. There is no expectation that this will increase for the coming year, as you can well imagine. And this cap on the salary at $30,000 is the single largest reason for disallowed cost for BOCES aid. As a result of the unallowed cost, the aidable amount is reduced to $1,277,500. We apply the district's aid ratio of 0.764, resulting in reimbursement of $976,000. In addition, once cost of services are reconciled, a refund of $66,400 was paid to the district. That leaves a net cost to the school district of $595,900, or approximately 36 cents on the dollar for the original amount spent of $1,638,300. I want to thank you for your time and attention. I look forward to any questions that you may have. Please remember that the vote for our administrative budget by the boards of education of the component school districts is set for April 28th. Again, thank you and be safe. Have a very good evening.
Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. I'm going to ask if anyone has any questions. I know that the superintendents have seen this budget and gone over it, and I'm sure they have shared it or will share it with their board members and give their thoughts about it to their board members. Is there anybody that would like to ask Charlie any questions? Doreen is saying no. She's shaking her head no. Don't have a question, Doreen, huh? Okay, from Robert Knoll to everyone. Is April 28th still valid, given all of the? Okay, did you get that, Trish?
I did. So I did receive confirmation that the April 28th vote is still the valid vote day for BOCES budgets. That is unlike school budgets whose recent regulatory statutes around budget and Board of Elections for school districts has been changed by the governor. It has not for BOCES.
Okay, great. And I guess we'll all be on board and you'll get together at that point and we will soon know how we stand with you. We're so proud to be able to serve all of you. Our districts are just the greatest as we've been going through this crisis. I read so much in the papers and hear so much of the news of what you as school districts are doing for your communities. And we certainly appreciate what you do. We know the students appreciate what you do, and we are trying our hardest to keep our part of the bargain. So I'm going to adjourn the meeting if we have no objection, and wish you all a healthy and a safe few weeks, and hopefully we'll be together fairly soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we all set?
Yep.
All set. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank,
attending.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Elaine.
Stay
Good
home if
night.
you can.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Say how the budget's looking.